Hi. In today's episode, we're going to drive the Jeep for the first time. We're going to spin the wheels with the eAxle for the first time. This was a Jeep that had a mid-motor setup before. It was at SEMA last year, but now this will be the first time that it's driven as an eAxle car. People that watched last episode will know that we got the eAxle bolted in there, but this week we're going to get everything wired up, plumbed up, and drive it for the first time. Let's go. So we're over here at the Brother Speedio. This is a fantastic machine that allows us to prototype super quickly and then move to production as well, because this is a production machine. So we got this box right here for the inverter. We got this machined out already, and this is going to allow us to mount the inverter in the Jeep, but we need to make a junction box that'll go right here to bring the wires out. So we're going to go ahead and machine that today. I'm going to show you how we machine that. We're going to start with this brick of aluminum, and then we're going to end up with a nice junction box that is going to allow us to pull the wires out. So let's start machining. So we got the box machined. We bolted it onto the housing. So we also got the glands on here, and now it's ready to go bolt onto the car and get the mounting brackets, so then we can run the wires, and then we can run the coolant lines and fire this thing up. So we're filling this thing up with oil. We're using ATF9 is what the drive unit uses. And so we found that these squeeze bottles that are meant for like dispensing chemicals in like a workshop work really good for filling up with oil. It's a little hard to fill this up with oil, so just using one of these squeeze bottles works really well. So one super exciting thing about this drive unit design is the oil system. It has an active cooling oil system and an active oiling system. So you got your pump right here integrated into the eAxle. You got the filter integrated into the eAxle, oil to water heat exchanger integrated into the eAxle, and then you just have your two coolant lines going up to the radiator and the water pump up there. So that's going to do a number of things. That's really going to improve your performance in two main ways. One, longevity. So it's oiling the bearings, the gears, and the motor, and that's just going to really increase longevity. And two, performance, motor performance. It's going to cool the motor performance. It's going to cool the motor, giving you a lot better performance, especially in continuous torque, continuous power situations. So, first impressions on the Jeep, super smooth drive, way smoother than it was before. Super excited to drive this Jeep more. So we're going to start a new segment this week, or this video, and it's going to be comments, questions. And so we're going to answer a comment question. And so one question we got was from an off-roader that had a lot of fantastic technical questions. And one of them I thought would be great to address in this video. And it was, how much clearance do you lose with the eAxle? How does the eAxle clearance compare to the Dana 44 clearance? So let's go measure. So on the front, we still have this factory style Dana 44. So that'll be a great comparison. Same wheels and tires on the front and back. So we're looking at just under 10 inches of ground clearance with these 31 inch, they're like 31, 32 inch tires. So we'll call that 9 3/4. So then on the eAxle, on the back to the lowest point, we're at about 9 inches. So it does look like we lose about 3/4 of an inch. One thing that we can do on this eAxle is we can rotate it. If we put some kind of angle shims in where the leaf spring is, we can rotate it up, so we'll lose a little bit of clearance on the top, but we would gain a little bit of clearance on the bottom. So you can kind of adjust it for your application that way. Look forward to the next video. We'll keep driving the Jeep, testing it out. Look forward to more questions answered next time. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments. Subscribe, smash the subscribe button, and look forward to the next video. Thanks for joining us.